Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
Are you ready? Debate fans, are you ready? For the handful in attendance and the thousands watching across the world, brought to you tonight by Jeranism, the #1 YouTube channel in all of existence. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Make sure your argument is tight. Baby, what? You must got proof if you so right. Baby, what? Don't get dismissed on false claims, cause you gotta bring the truths and the facts. It don't matter if you're talking about racism, sexism, scientism, paganism, socialism, communism. Talk about capitalism, atheism, globalism. What about creationism? It don't matter what the ism. Live on Debatism.
Welcome one, welcome all. It is time for another Debatism X episode. We are on to number X15. And tonight we've got the battle of the century. Well, kind of, sort of. Craig, FTFE. Everybody knows him well. And Shane St. Pierre. We've got a head-to-head battle on Do Maps Prove the Shape of the Earth? Let's bring the guys on. See how everybody's doing. First, we've got Craig over here. Craig, welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
To
Thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate it. It's always fun to be here and talk to your guests as well. You said that I could mention my challenge stream on Monday, if that's okay.
Go ahead. You can mention whatever you want.
Yeah. So on Monday on my channel, I'm going to be doing a stream where 50% of the super chats go to the military charity SAFA, who helped me when I was in need. The stream is going to be of me doing 1,000 push-ups, which is quite a big thing for me, considering 2 years ago with my shoulder injury and the fact that I was a big old fatty, I couldn't do a single push-up. So I'm going to push myself and see how many donations I can get to go towards an amazing charity that has helped a lot of people in need. Shane, what's your favorite charity?
Shane, were you ready for that trivia question?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have a favorite charity, man.
Well,
$sign Jeranism.
20 push-ups right now. I'll donate £1,000 to your favorite charity.
Wait, what?
If you can do 20 push-ups right now, I'll donate £1,000 to his favorite charity.
Yeah, it's gonna take 10,000 to get out of the chair if you want to do bets or whatever.
Well, no, it's not a bet, man. I'm just saying, if you do 20 push-ups right now, I will donate £1,000 to your favorite charity. Was
that your whole intro, or did you want to show something else real quick?
No, I just want to say thank you to Jeranism for letting me be here. It's totally Shane's challenge, so I'll let him explain the premise of the debate. But if you would like to make £1,000 for your favorite charity, Shane, what you need to do is just do 20 push-ups for us on screen, and I'll donate £1,000 right now to your favorite charity.
Good to know. All right, and welcome everybody, Shane St. Pierre. Shane.
What's up, dude? Welcome everyone. Good to be back. Good to be back on Debatism, seeing everyone hanging out. Hopefully we'll have another cordial discussion with educational benefit with intellectual integrity. But there's a chance that might not happen, so we'll see.
All right, that is the plan. All right, so the topic is we're going to go ahead and go no coin flip as Shane's going to start us off. We're going to do 1 minute intros on whether or not maps prove the shape of the Earth. So go ahead, Shane, please, Craig, if you could mute for the first minute. Thank you.
Roger.
Sure. Great. Thank you. So yeah, we have an open debate challenge, one of which the topics is maps. Do maps prove the shape of the Earth? I'm going to prove probably tonight that they absolutely do not. They are absolutely projected coordinate systems based on angles to the stars, also known as the geographic graticule. Whoop.
What happened?
My bad. I got sound coming from Debatism. Hold on. I got it fixed. Sorry.
No problem. I paused the clock. Okay, go ahead.
Terrestrial and celestial spheres are one and the same. If you go back to the father of geography, Ptolemy, who is quoted on Wikipedia, put out the first book on how to do maps in cartography. It was entirely based on the amalgamation of the terrestrial and celestial spheres. I'll be arguing the same. We'll be going over latitude and longitude being the geographic graticule, also a 1-for-1 equivalent to the celestial sphere and right ascension declination, proving that it's a 1-for-1 model of the sky. And there you go. That's about a minute.
Excellent. Thank you. Now we've got Craig going for a minute intro. Go ahead, Craig. I'll start when you start. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah, so I was brought here for a challenge by Shane. Initially, he had an open challenge for a whole bunch of topics, which I accepted all of them, but he kind of ran away from that and then demanded I choose one. I said gravity. He ran from that and demanded I do this one. So that's cool. We'll do this, whatever that is. It's a position that Shane says that I hold, and I'm just going to listen to the things that he has to say and correct him on his misconceptions about the globe. It's as simple as that. Not really got much more to say for an intro other than Shane understands absolutely nothing about the globe in any sense. He can only ever misrepresent, strawman, and outright lie and steal information from other people to back up his claim, which is not something you would do if you were an intellectually honest person. Shane St. Plagiaire is most definitely not an intellectually honest person.
All right, thank you for that intro, and we'll go ahead and start. So the way it's going to work is each guy's got a buzzer, so they can buzz the other guy out if they want to take control, but it's going to be, for the most part, muted during each person's time to talk. We're going to set the clocks at 30 minutes, and we will get started. So go ahead, Shane, whenever you want to start, you can go ahead.
Cool. Right. So let's take the position that, I mean, for months and months and years, every globe around the internet told us that the maps proved the shape of the Earth could consistently. All of a sudden, nobody wants to take that exact position. I find that a little bit awkward. But we're going to argue that actually maps don't prove the shape of the Earth. What they do prove is the shape of the projected coordinate system, which they are projecting, right? Every map that we know of is actually projecting the geographic graticule. That is latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude are based off of angles to the stars. That is the basis of that coordinate system. If you had made a 1-for-1 correlation with the celestial sphere, you would get geographic graticule, which, not to be confused with the Earth, right? The shape of the Earth is actually never measured or considered when doing maps. The only thing that ties maps to actual real world topography and data is the thing called a datum. If you have a datum with a coordinate system, that's what you're actually referencing that ties to the model. In maps, they use spherical datums, right? You get ellipsoid models, you get the NAD 83, you get WGS 84, you get ellipsoid datum models that are not made actually from measuring the Earth. They're made from also correction angles to the stars. When you go to geodesic surveying and corrections with astrogeodetics, you have the amalgamation of two coordinate systems, one being the ellipsoid and one being the celestial sphere. So they take the two coordinate systems and you have something called the vertical deflection, also known as the astrogeodetic deflection, when doing surveys like this, when you're trying to measure the Earth, again, remember, and that's actually tying the celestial sphere right back to the geographic graticule because those deflections are based off an angle to the star, and when the star doesn't exactly align, the difference between where the star is on the map and where it should be gets entered in, and that's actually the deflection of the vertical that gets the two coordinate systems to be completely synonymous. If you have the coordinate system, the celestial sphere, it does not equal the geographic Earth, right? It's not synonymous with Earth. The geographic graticule, the gridded network of longitude and latitude, is not the Earth. It is a model, a spherical model built on angles to the stars. Do you take that position, Craig, or do you think something different?
Well, I checked with all the Globers. We had a meeting last night, and yeah, we all agreed that good job, Shane. You strawmanned the globe at the very start with the premise of the debate, because we checked, and no Globers say that maps prove the shape of the Earth. That's just a strange thing that you come up with to argue against. Just proving my point of what I said in my intro, that all you can do is strawman the globe. No one says maps prove the globe. That's an idiotic statement. And like I said, just a pure straw man on your part. If you've got evidence of Globers saying that, as you very clearly said, I'd love to see that. But no one says maps prove the globe. Maps are simply a tool that aid navigation. So yeah, good job straw man in the globe, Shane.
So you don't think anything about a map has anything to do with the shape of the Earth? You don't think the Gleason's azimuthal equidistant projection has different attributes that have provided talking points regarding aspects in this debate? You don't think any of that happened?
No, the azimuthal equidistant projection just happens to be a projection of the globe. But nobody says it proves the globe. No one has ever held that statement. It is you making a straw man. Again, good job.
So it's not a projection of the globe. It's a projection of the celestial sphere.
Nice straw man there. It's a projection of the globe, as said by Alexander Gleason himself in the patent, where he explained how the projection of the globe is created. It is a projection of the globe. Yes, the coordinate system is based on angles to the stars, but that actually denotes the spherical nature of the Earth. So good job. I do notice that in your ramble at the beginning, you made a lot of points that back up the fact that the Earth is a globe. So I want to say, 1, good job on that, and 2, good job on strawmanning the globe. Shame so far you have not done a very good job convincing us that maps hold your position or my position. You just come along and strawman. So thanks for that.
You said that maps project the globe. I disagree, right? So
I said maps are a projection of the globe.
If you want to cite the Gleason's
if you don't want to strawman me, that would be wonderful. Just to be clear, do not strawman me. The map is a projection of the globe. Not that, it's what you said. The map just is a projection of the globe. That's just what it is. If you don't believe me, just check with Alexander Gleason and his patent.
Yeah, what he actually also mentioned was that the strict adherence to longitude and latitude put forth by the decree. That's what he referenced in the patent. He didn't say the word globe for sure, right? But the argument is that the spherical nature of it is not due to the globular nature of Earth, as I stated in the opener. It's tied to the coordinate system with which it's derived, hence angles to the stars. So the celestial sphere is what the actual map is based on, not anything to do with the Earth. If you can calculate distances based on angles to the stars from the couch, and you're not actually measuring things on the Earth, then how are you saying that it's indicative of topography and not a calculation?
I never said it's indicative of topography and not a calculation. I said it's a projection of the globe, as it states in the patent. Yes, it can certainly have the projection of the coordinate system over it to help, where distances and stuff are. No one's ever denied that. The coordinate system is derived from angles to the stars in the celestial sphere, which the celestial sphere is, I will remind everyone, concentric to the spherical Earth. So so far, Shane, I'm not really sure what your entire point is, because all you've done is show that the Earth is a globe and that you don't understand the claims of the globe. Once again, good job.
I'm going to interject real quick. There's a problem with the clocks. So it's like a 30-second delay, which is causing problems because everybody in the chat thinks that the wrong person's clock's on. So I'm going to erase these. We're at 27 minutes for each person. And I'll probably grab some new ones. But you guys can just talk back and forth for now while I fix this clock issue, because that's going to be a problem. So go ahead. It's just 27 minutes each while I fix this. Go ahead. I keep track of time in my head. Are you sharing? Oh, no, you're doing that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's got a little background. So talk about the celestial sphere. It doesn't actually prove that the Earth's a sphere either. What it does is it claim a sphere of arbitrary large radius, which is effectively infinite for practical purposes, which actually equates to be conceptualized as a flat plane. Because in geometry, right, if you have a sphere whose radius increases infinitely, the curvature effectively becomes 0. You're just referencing a flat plane guised as something else. So when you're talking about the celestial sphere, that is literally just angles to the stars, and then we have a conservation from there, a 1-for-1 mimic of the geoid, meaning that you get the geographic graticule built from angles to the stars. It's a 1-for-1 correlation between right ascension declination to longitude latitude, meaning that longitude latitude derived from right ascension declination gives you the 1-for-1 model that I'm talking about, which makes celestial navigation possible.
Yeah, I'll just read from the Wikipedia page of the celestial sphere where it says concentric to the spherical Earth. So yeah, I just want to make this very, very clear to you, Shane. Every single time you bring up the celestial sphere, you reference a spherical Earth. Whether you agree with that or not is irrelevant. The fact that it is defined as concentric to the spherical Earth means that it is something that is relative to the spherical Earth. So once again, every single time you bring up the celestial sphere, you bring up something related to the globe. So if all you want to do here is show that the Earth is a globe and strawman the globe, then I give you 10 out of 10. Good job.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can say that, right? But when we're having observations of a hemispherical celestial heaven, and then you're saying that actually it's indicative of a spherical non-existent model, the difference between the two, which I'm sure you don't understand, between a spherical coordinates and hemispherical coordinates, is represented in a Cartesian plane, is this third parameter, which is actually, you know, the height, and it goes negative in spherical coordinates to represent, say, a negative altitude or things below the horizon, in this case, the fundamental plane, also known as the bisecting great meridian, that gives you two bisecting great hemispheres, right? So mathematically, spherical and hemisphere, identical. So when you're saying I'm proving that the Earth's a sphere, no, I'm proving that we use spherical coordinates to represent the stars.
Once again, you may have a problem with basic English, Shame, as I know you have a problem with basic maths and basic decency, but concentric to the spherical Earth, that is how it is defined. Every time you bring up the celestial sphere, you are denoting and talking about something that is based on the spherical Earth. Once again, good job.
Concentric
you can only,
circles.
I want to be absolutely 100% clear, you can only have something that is concentric to something if it is the same shape. Celestial sphere, concentric to the sphere of Earth. The Earth is a sphere surrounded by the celestial sphere. Good job. Every single time you bring up the celestial sphere, you say the Earth is a globe.
So here it is, right? It says the celestial sphere is an abstract sphere, meaning it has a radius of non-declared amount, which means near infinite, arbitrarily large and concentric to Earth. All objects in the sky can be conceived as being projected upon the inner surface of the terrestrial sphere. What that means is you have infinite tangents to a theoretical sphere that's around everyone, centered on the observer, meaning that everyone has their own centered concentric celestial sphere, and then you use a hemispherical screen over the observer location, just like I said, using the math of Cartesian coordinates and a bisecting great meridian to represent the celestial position. And actually, this doesn't represent spherical Earth at all. It just says it's a sphere of large radius concentric to Earth, which mathematically gets represented as a hemisphere above the observer.
You're in showing right now your intellectual dishonesty, as you were cherry picking the words in front of you, as it literally said celestial sphere concentric to Earth. You obviously skipped over that part because you are intellectually dishonest and you like to cherry pick, which is why you highlighted certain words to make people pay attention to those things, because you're using dishonest lying tactics as a con man and a liar like you are. And you ignored the fact where, as I stated very clearly, it says the celestial sphere, which again, sphere is concentric to Earth. You can only have something concentric to a sphere if it is the same shape. Celestial sphere, Earth a sphere. You bring up the celestial sphere, you say Earth is a globe. Oh, thank you. You brought it. Oh, no, you've hidden it. You're going to bring it up? No, okay, so yeah, I will read the entire thing because I don't cherry pick. I like to use all of the words instead of highlighting certain things and be dishonest like Shame is. Shame, S-H-A-M-E. In astronomy and navigation, the celestial sphere, it doesn't say celestial hemisphere, it says celestial sphere, is an abstract sphere that has an arbitrarily large radius. That means really big, and is concentric to Earth. Now let's look at that sentence, because there's a full stop there and taking the entire thing. A celestial sphere, concentric to Earth, meaning sphere, meaning Earth sphere. Every time Shane brings up the celestial sphere, he is talking about a globular Earth. So thank you, Shane. Good job.
You just reiterated everything that I just said. And I did read this concentric word because you said it 7 times. It was the reason I brought up this slide in the first place.
Oh, you missed the part celestial sphere.
So that I could go over the whole explanation and explain actually what it's saying, right? And the actual explanation is that it's represented over each observer, which you keep skipping over, right? Centered on the observer, which is a half sphere, which resembles a hemispherical screen over the observing location. And it says it's an actual tool to specify the position of an object in the sky without consideration of its linear distance to the observer, meaning it simplifies the distance of all objects celestially to the same, right?
Yeah, okay. And you again skipped over the part that I mentioned that you skipped over, where it says the words celestial sphere directly afterwards, talking about it being concentric to Earth. You're ignoring that part and then making your own assumptions about what the rest of it means. You also skipped over the word or, which is another dishonest tactic that people like you, dishonest, con men like to use. ignore the words that are actually in there and like to point people to words that you want them to see. You ignored where it said the word or, and the fact that the rest of it still denotes the fact that it is spherical in nature. As the final part of the second paragraph there says the celestial sphere divides the celestial sphere into northern and southern hemispheres. That is two hemispheres making one sphere. If a sphere is concentric to something, that thing it is concentric to is also a sphere. Anything you say that is your misunderstanding doesn't matter. If you bring up the celestial sphere, you agree that the Earth is a globe. Good job.
When they reference a sphere of infinite radius around each observer, that means each observer has their own tangent to that sphere to pinpoint celestial objects. Now, that doesn't work actually for a globe. The globe doesn't have infinite radius. That has very specific dimensions. So when we're talking about a sphere of arbitrary radius, we're certainly not referencing the geographic globe. In fact, when they reference the globe, what they're meaning is the geographic reticule. That is, in this instance, the coordinate system with which is projected under. So if they're going to compare two coordinate systems, and in this case, that's exactly what's happening. And if you click on this celestial, this disambiguation section, I'm sure you'll see the celestial is different than the geographical, right? You'll see that actually what they're talking about is the geographic reticule, the amalgamation, the gridded network of longitude and latitude. That is all that they mean. And actually, if you look up what a graticule is, it will say specifically it is the gridded network of longitude and latitude depiction as a coordinate system or grid lines, each representing a constant value. What it actually then says is that it almost always specifically refers to parallels of meridians of latitude and longitude, specifically in the geographic coordinate system. So from the same article on graticule and cartography, we would say that actually what this Wikipedia article is referencing under the celestial sphere is an instance and a tangent of the geographic reticule, which means each observer, when using this hemispherical screen over their Earth-centric observation, they would then use this conception to pinpoint a celestial object and then use it to mark a place on the map. Not the Earth now. We haven't looked at the Earth. This is all based on coordinate systems, angles to the stars, and now we have a geographic reticule based on latitude and longitude.
Yeah, I'm just going to repeat what I've said because you seem to have ignored it. It is two hemispheres make up one sphere, and the thing inside it is concentric to that. Whether that can be the observer's exact position, which would have a small radius, or the globe, doesn't matter. The fact is it is concentric to the globe Earth. That is what it says. Now, no one is disagreeing that coordinate systems, specifically the longitude-latitude coordinate system, is based on angles to the star. But angles to the stars denote a spherical nature of Earth also, which is something that you are completely ignoring in this. You can keep bringing up maths, but all of the things that you are showing, Shane, every single thing denotes that the Earth is a globe. So far, you have done nothing to show that the Earth is flat, which is the position you hold. All you are doing is strawmanning the globe position. Your entire premise for this debate was a strawman. No one says maps prove that the Earth is a globe. They are a tool for navigation that are, in fact, projections of the globe. It's as simple as that.
Well, no, they're projections of the celestial sphere as per the definition of projected coordinate systems when you look that up on Wikipedia. But again, my position is that we're on a plane, and we have a hemispherical view of the sky with which we have used to create a spherical model of the Earth. Simple as that. Super easy. And that's why I keep bringing up the maths as you reference, because the difference between the two is that there is no difference, right? We have this fundamental plane, which is the only thing that's crucial between spherical and hemispherical coordinate systems, meaning that when things go below the fundamental plane, which is that bisecting great meridian, also known as a horizon, that gives you the premise of a spherical coordinate system because you have a top hemisphere and a bottom hemisphere, as you so aptly pointed out. However, does that mean that the actual Earth is divided into hemispheres? No, it means the coordinate system with which you are creating based upon the negative position of an object below the fundamental plane is now in this theoretical concept called the terrestrial sphere, which is the model that you're creating to predict when a celestial object would come back around. I bet you didn't know that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you've just got evidence of the globe up there. Do you do me a favor, Shane? Define concentric for me. Without Googling, just in your own words, define concentric for me, please. I'm requesting as part of this debate, because I don't think you know the meaning of the word, if you could please for us define concentric, or sit there like a child nodding and giggling. Could you please define the word concentric? Thank you. I'm going to be quiet now until Shane responds.
Thank you. I'll butt in real quick while we do that. So just so people know, the clocks are working. They just are behind. So just, you know, the clocks are working over here. They just are updating 30 seconds too late over there. So it's going to look like the wrong clock's on. Just deal with it. It'll be correct. And then also, Craig, let's try and debate the topic rather than spend 30 minutes on attacking the other person, which doesn't seem like...
I mean, I've done the debate in the topic. He strawmanned the entire topic. You know, now I'm just asking him questions about his knowledge.
Okay, let's just debate the topic rather than...
I mean, the topic is that map. You know, if you want me to debate the topic, maps don't prove the shape of the Earth. Nobody has ever said that.
Okay,
that's the topic over. Shane strawmanned the globe with his premise of the debate. Now
so didn't he tell you? Did he tell you the premise of the debate first?
Oh yeah, and I told him that that's not a position anyone holds, and he still demanded a debate on it. I told him several times no one holds that position.
I don't think that's what happened. Why would anybody have that?
That's why I was like, if you really want to debate a position no one holds, then that's absolutely fine, and I'll do that for some reason. I'll just show that all you can do is strawman the globe.
But in a debate, but in a debate, one person takes one side, the other person takes the other. What you're saying now is that the debate premise that he gave you, you don't even hold that position. So why take the debate?
I told him that, and he still arranged the debate. I told him straight up, no, I don't hold that position, and neither does anybody else on the globe. But he still insisted debating that position so that he could come here, waffle a bunch about coordinate systems that he's misconstrued, and pretend that he's an intelligent person. Well, I came here to allow him to do that so that everyone can see that all he can do is strawman the globe. I mean, I would 100% agree to his challenge and come here, even though I told him I don't hold that position. So it's fine. I'm just here to let Shane display his ignorance of the globe model to everyone, and I don't mind doing that. That's fine.
So what are you arguing for or against now?
Well, I don't really know at this point, because I've explained my position on the premise of the debate. I'm just correcting Shane on some misconceptions. My position is, and always will be, the Earth is a globe that rotates, and those things are measurable and testable. If Shane wants to debate that, and also that gravity is a fact, because I told him when he gave the original challenge, right, that I would do all the topics, and when he said no, choose one, I said gravity. He then went silent for a few days, and then demanded that I debate this, even though I told him I would debate gravity specifically. So if you want to switch to that,
well, ask him what he wants to do, but
gravity,
so
that's fine. But no one holds the position that Shane has strawman.
Right, so usually these things are handled, but pre-debate, just
I know, but I just want to make it clear. Yes. I told Shane quite clearly that no one holds that position, which is why no one was going to debate.
Well, if I ever was told to take a position in a debate that I didn't hold, that nobody holds, I wouldn't show up for the debate. I wouldn't show up and be like,
here so that he could strawman the globe, and I could show everyone.
He's already said his position like 3 times. He said the maps project the globe. That's not my like. I'll argue against that.
Okay.
He doesn't even know that that's the position.
No, I said maps are a project. You strawmanned me. I didn't say maps project the globe. I said they are a projection of the globe. By whatever method that is gathered, whether it's by using the angles to the stars or whatever, it doesn't matter. They are a projection of the globe. Not that they project the globe. They just are a projection of the globe. They could be a projection of other things. That's how coordinate system works. You can make them any shape you want. It just happens that they are in fact a projection of the globe. How do we know that? The only thing that has accurate distances all the time is the globe.
Thank you. Shane, what do you want to do? You want to keep going, or do you want to change topics, or what do you want to do?
Honestly, I'm pretty sick of Craig already. So this would be the last debate I was going to debate with him. So if you don't want to debate maps, man, you can just call it if you want and concede that, they don't prove the shape of the Earth. And we can end with
No one ever said they did. You strawman the globe. We could debate the thing that I told you I would originally debate, but then you ran away to this position. I mean, that you said choose one and I chose gravity. So we could do that. That would be the honest thing to do, because I hold a position gravity is real and you hold a position that it's not. Whereas I quite clearly told you, no, I don't hold the position that maps prove the shape of the Earth, because nobody says that. They're a tool for navigation.
So it sounds like you have no position to hold, and you concede that our position is stronger, and you have nothing to say except personal attacks and ad homs, and you want to concede, then reserve everyone the painful.
To be clear, I've made no ad homs. I've directly insulted you. And no, I don't concede your position is stronger, because your position is a straw man. Nobody on the globe has ever said that maps prove the globe. Shane, that is your straw man. And I told you that many times. right? And here's the thing: I just want everyone to know that in the run-up to this debate, several times, just to to make sure things were going smoothly, I messaged Shane, and he saw the messages, so I could check the date and time to make sure we got it right. And because Shane is a little abstinent child, he wouldn't even respond so that I could confirm the times. So this is just what Shane does. He lies, he misrepresents, he strawmans the globe, and he runs away from challenges that he himself makes.
All right. Well, once and for all, since we're going to go through this baby's high school drama stuff, what happened was I put out a challenge to the internet with several topics. Craig, like a petulant child, said he'd accepted all topics at once, like an omnivore, right? And I said they're each hour-long debates. I couldn't stomach you for more than 1 hour. There's no way I'm going to do more than one. So he said all. I said no. He said all. I said no. He said fine, gravity. I said no. You don't get to choose anymore. That's what happened with the progression.
Yeah, because you're a
and
child.
Then I said,
yes.
And then I said, if you want to debate, we'll do maps. And then he said, sure, I'll happily debate that with you, and he'll take the position that maps project the globe before coming.
No, I didn't. Could you show Could you show the tweet where I said that? Could you please show the tweet where I said I hold the position that maps prove the Earth is a globe?
Did you want to argue that maps project the globe at all? Do you have evidence for that?
Maps. No, I say that maps are projections of the globe.
Do you have evidence for that?
Yeah, the coordinate system, and the fact that the globe is the only one where the coordinate system holds steady, with all the distances, nautical miles and miles, being exactly as they are over the entire place. When you put that coordinate system over anything else that is flat, the distances are stretched and nautical miles and miles don't work the way they would. The only way that it works normally, and the only thing that represents the land masses that are 100% accurate factually, is the globe. So the maps must be projections of the globe, because the globe is the only thing that's right. So again, nobody holds your position, Shane. I want that to be clear. I chose gravity. You ran away because you knew that I would destroy you on it, even though it was your challenge. What happened to you?
Distances.
Why did you become a liar and a manipulator? And just an outright horrible person.
Why did you that's not debating the topic, is
Nazis? Well, the topic I want to debate is gravity, because that's the one I chose out of the list he gave.
Okay, so what do we want me to give you 5 minutes to talk about gravity, and I'll mute him, and then you get 5 minutes. We'll go back and forth till the 20 minutes are up.
Yeah, he says that gravity is just electrostatics. So if he's got evidence for that, then that's wonderful. Whereas I state that gravity is, within a Newtonian world, mass attracting mass.
Keep going. You have 5 minutes. 4 minutes.
Okay. There's countless measurements of gravity doing what we say. That mass attracts mass, and the evidence of it is experimentally obvious and easy to do. The Cavendish is the most obvious one. It literally matches the predictions of our hypothesis that Fg equals gm1 m2 over r squared. Mass clearly attracts mass. That is a thing that happens. I was a submariner, and on the submarine that I served on, they had a system called gravity gradient navigation, where they would literally use the maths and the physics of mass attracting mass, using massive rings of accelerometers around the ship to detect the masses of underwater mountains to be able to avoid crashing into them. It's a way to stay stealthy and navigate without using sonar. And it's based purely on the fact that mass attracts mass. I know somebody personally, PhD Tony, whose job is to use the fact that mass attracts mass to find deposits of mineral and oil and stuff underground, and he gets paid really, really, really well for it. None of that is based on electrostatics or the claim of electrostatics in any way, shape, or form. It's experimentally obvious that mass attracts mass, and any denial of this is just pure science denial.
Keep going. We got till.
I mean, I don't really need to say anything else. If Shane has any evidence against the monumental mountain of evidence that mass attracts mass, all the experimental evidence, if he's got evidence against that, then that's fine. And if he's got something to replace the mechanism of the fact that mass attracts mass, then I would love to hear it. But I know he doesn't.
Okay, make sure you
misrepresent things.
Make sure you mute up. You could get a chance to talk again. You have 17 minutes, so go ahead, Shane, whenever you want. I'll start your clock.
Well, thanks for giving up on the position that maps have anything to do with the shape of the globe. We'll go ahead and swoop those up for all of Flat Earth. GG, my buddy. That was really good. Glad we showed up to get all the globe evidence presented, and it turns out there's none. They're just coordinate systems based on angles to the stars. As long as everybody's clear on that, we'll go through to how big G was derived based on a inference of a torsion to get a density derivation of Earth, right? So the constant big G baked from Cavendish and back from way 1798 when they were trying to derive it without using the mass. They set up two torsion balances using M1 and M2, right? And they were trying to say there's a gravitational force between the two. How did they measure this gravitational force? Well, they calculated the torsion constant. They used based on the wire determining the period of oscillation, and then they said that the torque on this T was due to the gravitational force, and they used a little algebraic trick between T equals K sub 0 and T equals FD, where D is the distance between the masses, and then they use those two values, and then they get the relationship, G equals M1 M2 over 2 T over R squared, and then you get, the corners of the masses with the torsion setup, and then basically by measuring, you can infer the density of Earth by doing an inference based on a torsion measurement, and then saying that's the gravitational constant. That's pretty much the birth of big G. Anyway, when we're talking about gravity, we're talking about little g in most cases, and we're talking about an observation of things falling at an acceleration of 9.8 meters per second. That's an observable fact all over Earth. It varies sometimes by latitude. If you want to get to the basis of it, it really is based on celestial mechanics, observations of the sky. Kepler, in particular, taking data from Tycho Brahe, which would make empirical observations of the periodicity of things in the sky, from which you could deduce Newton's law of gravitation. So Newton's law of gravitation, which is the birth of where they were going to get the derivation of big G to do the torsion thing, was actually based on an empirical measurement of things in the sky moving from one place to the other in an empirical manner, which he then identified as ellipsity with two focal points. And then this empirical observation can then be reduced to any celestial object between just a constant and a periodicity, meaning that the mass drops right out. So the mass that we're trying to derive on the Cavendish is historically based on the precedent that it is the dynamic force of things moving in the sky, but actually based on this never actually was a dynamic cause. It was an algebraic trick pulled by Newton when he took Kepler's observations of what was moving in the sky and tried to insert mass. Behold, Newton's law of gravitation was born. Anyway, that's all I had to say about gravity.
Okay, go ahead. If you have anything else, Craig, on that, you're muted.
Yeah, he just said a bunch of irrelevant things that in no way debunked the experimental evidence that mass attracts mass. However, it was originally derived as completely irrelevant. The fact is that how science is done, and let's remind Shame St. Plagiaire how science is in fact done. By the way, that offer for 1,000 is now 5,000 if you do those 20 push-ups for any charity of your choice. Just 20 push-ups. All you got to do, 5,000. I just got paid, so I'm good. So yeah. The fact is that, however it was derived, is completely irrelevant. The prediction of science, works by you have a hypothesis. The hypothesis is that mass attracts mass, and that is dependent on the mass and the distance. And then you make a prediction from that. One sec, my stream is buffering, so I'm just going to quickly sort that out. Sorry. Elon Musk's Starlink sucks, by the way. Just don't get it. Yeah, so and then you make a prediction from that hypothesis. Prediction is that a bigger ball will make a smaller ball attract it. And how do you test that? By not using two torsion balances, like Shane misrepresented the Cavendish experiment, and he obviously clearly no idea what the Cavendish experiment actually is. You use a torsion balance and hang weights. Have weights on either side of that one torsion bar, which is attached to a string. And then you put another mass, next to it, and see if it attracts to that, and see if it matches the predictions of Fg equals Gm1 M2 over R squared. And it does every single time. And it's that. It's mass attracting mass. Now, I want to remind everyone that Shane's position that he wanted to debate was that it's not gravity, it's some kind of electrostatic force, which he is now avoiding actually, trying to defend, and instead just saying a bunch about how it was derived and pretending that somehow debunks the empirical fact that mass attracts mass that is testable. And in fact, is tested by every single person in the world that's ever done a physics degree, because they make their own Cavendish experiment to test that prediction. That is how science is done. You test a prediction, see if it matches the hypothesis. It does. Mass attracts mass. Nothing that Shane said debunked that in any way, shape, or form. Also, I want to point out that Shane gaslighted me. I didn't say that I concede anything. All I said was he strawmanned the globe. No one has ever claimed maps prove the globe. They're simply a tool and a projection of the globe. So, good job, Shane, for being a liar and a con man and just someone that's generally dishonest and a nasty person.
Okay, go on mute. Shane, everything?
No, I mean that's pretty gay, to be honest.
What is it with you guys and wanting stuff to be gay? That's a
Gay
serious
doesn't mean
question.
anything to do with homophobia. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's gay. Something is gay. This debate today is gay. Just gay. It has nothing to do with dick sucking. It has nothing to do with any of that.
You know, Shane really wants me to be gay, I guess. I don't know.
I doubt that. Yeah, we can stop. I don't see it going anywhere.
No, I mean, here's the thing. I told him several times that no, I don't hold that position.
Okay, in the future, if you are not holding the position that the debate is calling you onto the debate to hold, then you should not go to the debate.
Well, he still wanted to do it. He still wanted to do it.
Well, I mean, if modern day debate called me and said, Jaron, you're going to debate the sky is green, I wouldn't show up there and be like, wow, I'm just going to show up here anyway and debate what I don't believe. Or it didn't make any sense.
Actually, we're going to talk about
my goal here was to put. My goal here, to be honest, was to just expose Shane as someone that can only ever strawman the globe in any way, shape, or form. And it's that. That's all he did. He refuses to debate the thing that I agreed to debate him about. He doesn't want to do that because he doesn't have any arguments for it. He gave the option for me to debate him about gravity. I said yes, and he went, oh no, actually, do maps.
All right, I'm going to look at super chats. Do you get super chats for whining like that at the whole time or no?
I didn't whine. I've just been exposing
$1,200 a night. Yeah, dude, I'm glad you came clean on your very transparent motivation, though.
To expose you as someone that can only ever strawman the globe. Yeah, no. I made it very clear to my chat that was my intention.
Well, that you have no argument and that you accepted it anyway. Yeah, I love it.
You came here on dishonest terms.
That you strawman the globe and I agreed that you strawman the globe. Yeah, cool.
Let's try and get through these super chats. People can ask whatever they want. FTFE needs to shave that wig. Looking like a fool with that hairline, buddy. Thank you for him.
I've said this many times before, but this is the hairline I've had since I was about 12-year-old. It's not going anywhere. I agree I need a bit of a cut. It's getting a little long. You should get it cut every 3 or 4 weeks. But thank you for paying close attention to how I look. I really do appreciate it. I know you guys spend a lot of time watching my videos.
JSS Tiger for $5 says to Shane, how the H are latitudes and longitudes based on angles to the stars if the stars move?
Right ascension and declination and time, right? If you got the declination of a star, the right ascension technically is the time. It'll be that latitude for everyone, depending on what time it is. Super easy.
To be fair to Shane, the latitude longitude system was derived from angles to the stars, but the angles to the stars denote the Earth being spherical. So it just is another thing that helps show that the Earth is a globe. Everything that Shane did tonight showed the Earth was a globe. So good job, Shane.
Oh, Jaron, that reminds me.
Globular yourself there.
Yes.
This is the second debate where I showed up where the person actually took my position as a surprise. Remember the last time they did that?
Well, that's because all you can do is strawman the globe.
Space-time ether or whatever.
That's just because all you can do is strawman.
And now all of a sudden everything is based on angles to the stars, just like I've been saying. Oh, nice.
But is it a straw man? Is it a straw man if the person takes the opposite position?
Well, yeah, no, but his straw man was saying that people in the globe claim that the maps prove the shape.
That was the topic of the debate. That was the topic of the debate.
I know, and I told him. I was like, I don't hold this position.
That
I told him several times. In fact, I tried talking to him in DMs. I tried talking to him in DMs to talk about it, but he's a petulant child that wouldn't respond to any of the DMs.
We've heard that 6 times already. That's enough times of petulant child. We got that. I now consider them that. So just leave it alone. Icy Spin says, how does the Haversine formula work on flat Earth?
It works by 2 points on a geodesic sphere. And when we did nautical miles are based on the celestial sphere. So it's literally points on the celestial sphere transferred to the geographic reticule. That's how it works. And I use it all the time. Matter of fact, I have a slide where I use it in my Excel sheet all the time. So
no, nautical miles are not based on the celestial sphere. They're based on the arcs of Earth in degrees. So, I mean, again, you strawman the globe. That's all you can do. JSS
Tiger, Shane, why did the celestial sphere become a celestial hemisphere? Sorry, why? When? I'm sorry, Shane. When did a celestial sphere?
Anyone only ever observes a celestial hemisphere. People created the celestial sphere by mathematically representing the things they could no longer see by giving that fundamental axis, that third axis, a negative value. And that's literally how the celestial sphere was created, and that was the blueprint for the geographic reticule or the terrestrial sphere.
No, it's actually the fact they could see different stars in the northern and southern hemisphere. Once again, Shane strawmanning the globe. Good job, Shane. You're really good at that.
So, wait, what happened?
Well, the fact that people in the northern and southern hemispheres saw different stars. So they're clearly different hemispheres. So, again, saying that it's just based on one hemisphere and the mathematical derivation is just Shane strawmanning the globe, because shame can only ever strawman the globe and steal other people's work.
LJ says, so then rain falls upwards in Australia to the U.S. I guess that's you, Shane. Craig.
What did he say? Rain falls upwards from Australia to the US.
So then rain falls upwards.
I don't know why I have to say this to grown men so many times, but pay close attention, people. North is not up, south is not down. Okay?
Thank you. We've got Monkey, Cat, Pat. Hey, Jaren, have fun in Antarctica. Oh, nice. Unlike most slurfs, I believe you are a good and honest person, just looking for the truth. All right, awesome. Thank you. Demon says,
yeah, you definitely are, Jeranism.
Shane ran from our debate, bro. Oh, wait, sorry. Shane ran from our debate too. Who's Demon?
Let's set up Demon Stride. He'll be next. I'll debate him.
Okay, Demon Stride. We can have that set up. I believe that's all. Let me check Rockman real quick, and then we will.
So I'll be in the background talking to Demon Stride, so tell him what to say.
Thank God. Yeah, that's
you always are
effective campaign. We do have one super chat here. Let me see what it's from. We've got tips. Can Craig steelman Shane's position? Thanks, Sharon.
Yeah, Shane says maps don't prove the Earth is a globe.
How?
How is irrelevant. That's your position.
Okay.
I don't hold that position. How you say that is irrelevant. Your position is, and I'm still manning it correctly, maps do not prove the shape of the Earth. That is your position, yes?
You both have the same position.
Yeah, I guess we're on the same side.
The Earth, you agree the Earth's a globe, because that's my side. Well, you all heard it here, guys. Shane is on the side that the Earth is a globe.
Nobody said that. The topic of the debate.
He just clearly said we're both on the same side.
Correct.
And I clearly say the Earth is a globe.
Of the debate. The debate.
Tonight's debate. Look at
the title.
Yeah, no one's ever said that. It's just your straw man, Shane. So, own that straw man. Own it, buddy.
Okay, Shane. Go ahead and say goodbyes. FTFE, let everybody know where they can find you, and I'm sure they're dying to find. Just debates like this are going to get nobody anywhere. You do realize that, right? Like, there's nothing positive that comes out of this. You're not convincing anybody. In fact, you're just creating further divide by keeping people on your side thinking that you're funny and that you're making fun of Shane, and people on our side think you're an idiot. So, I mean, where are we getting?
I told Shane what would happen.
Regardless of that.
I told him I don't hold this position. I said that I would debate him against the thing that he challenged me to. I chose one of the options, but he wouldn't.
Okay, we already heard this story.
I said I don't hold the position for this, and he still wanted to come here and do this.
Say goodbye to everybody, Craig, please.
Anyway, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Remember, on Monday, I'm doing 1,000 push-ups for charity. And the option's still there, Shane. Show us doing 20 push-ups. I'll donate $5,000 to your favorite charity.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. See ya. And Shane, any final words that you got to tell people where they can find you? What's going on this week?
Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. This probably shouldn't have happened. Open challenges to the internet sometimes go awry. It happens to everyone. We'll control it in the future. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. ADL.place for anything you want to do with me, and probably be back on Debatism soon.
Clit Rubs, thank you very much for the $20. He says strawmans are weak as straws. Yes, that's kind of the point. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Sorry the debate didn't go as planned. It was a little bit, they both have the same position. Not the shape of the Earth, but the fact that maps do not prove the shape of the Earth. So, hey, we settled something today. How about that? It's the first debate we've ever settled something. We can walk away and feel good about that.
If you want to see Shane's work, by the way, just check out Water Bislin, because that's where Shane stole it from.
Awesome. Yes. Don't borrow anything from anybody. That's can't do that either.
No, he didn't borrow. He straight up stole.
Oh,
and then tried to remove the code, but left in the bit that had the copyright of Walter. So, 3 nights he spent up removing bits, but forgot to remove the copyright. Good job, Shane. Good job.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. The Jeranism show is at 3. Be here or be sphere. Till next time, guys. This has been Debatism. And peace.
See you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It was nice just hanging out. Now go and hit the bell. Share it with the homies so that they could grow as well. They missing out. Jaren leaves no doubt. if you know what we bout. It's never for the cloud, don't fuck around. Hey, not for the clout, that's too cap, we calling them out. Balls get flat when you cover the route. Jeranism, all in your mouth. Truth gets lost like all in the couch, but it's time to get up and make them get out. Uncover the route. Jeranism, we are the crown. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies.
Who this be? What he about? You stay spinning, he stand out. About flat earth, it's flat out. He's still standing when you passed out. Globers pound, screaming, shout. He can turn you inside out. Yeah, surface deep, he's felt throughout. And he stay grounded, you spaced out.
We gotta run nowhere when we come fact check your facts and match your data. Concept is too abstract, what matters? Trying to tune in, but the note get flatter. Tell me I'm flattered. Flatter than pancake batter, now we landed. Jeranism, I'm your captain. Speaking, telecasting worldwide. Check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide. Check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. You know equations to the things you make the symbols for, but ain't really explaining what the symbols for. They try to teach you things against the things we taught before. No point in arguing now, they don't wanna talk no more. Okay, got a bite of the truth and now it's certain. This what life look like when your mind is certain. Okay, got a bite of the truth and now it's certain. This what life look like when your mind is certain. Thanks to the east side, thanks to the west side, thanks to the north side, way down to the south side. Thanks to the east side, thanks to the west side, big ups to the north side, way down to the south side. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning DFI, all just scientism lies.